You must be aware of the plight of North Koreans, but by the end of this video, you will be shocked to know what happens in South Korea. Did you think that South Korea was a safe haven for its population? Well, get ready to change your opinion by the end of this video. While the world has marveled at the miraculous metamorphosis of this war-ravaged nation into an economic behemoth, a haunting revelation reveals a darker side to South Korea's supposed success. Emerging from the ravages of war and the oppressive era of Japanese occupation, South Korea found itself at a critical crossroads. Divided by political ideologies, the South received support from the United States, while the North fell under the influence of the Soviet Union. This division ignited a devastating war in the 1950s, leaving South Korea in ruins and facing a bleak outlook for its future. However, from this grim nadir, the seeds of the Korean miracle were sown. In the early 1960s, the South Korean government made a bold and far-sighted decision to shift its focus from an agrarian-based economy to an industrial one. This strategic shift aimed to propel the nation towards rapid economic growth and development. To realize this vision, the government placed its bet on a handful of family-owned conglomerates known as chaebols. These chaebols, such as Samsung and Hyundai, were granted extensive government support, including financial aid, subsidies, tax breaks, and other forms of assistance. They were tasked with spearheading economic growth, expanding their operations, and penetrating global markets. The plan yielded remarkable results. The chaebols diversified their production capabilities, transforming themselves into colossal global corporations. From manufacturing cars and electronics to developing advanced technologies, they became synonymous with South Korea's economic prowess. This transformation created a surge in demand for skilled professionals, including engineers, managers, and accountants. Recognizing the need for a highly educated workforce, the South Korean government prioritized education as a cornerstone of success and prosperity. Pursuing a college degree, particularly in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics fields, became a national priority. South Korea witnessed an unprecedented academic boom, propelling its literacy rate from a mere 22% in 1945 to one of the highest in the world. Today, over two-thirds of young Koreans hold a university degree, reflecting the nation's commitment to education. However, the Korean miracle was not solely fueled by education and industrial growth. An intense work ethic became ingrained in South Korean society. The chaebols fostered a culture of unwavering loyalty and dedication to the company, where employment was not just a job, but a lifelong commitment. Long working hours, evening shifts, weekend duties, and socializing with coworkers outside of work hours became the norm. South Koreans gained a reputation for their exceptional work ethic, consistently working longer and harder than their counterparts in other developed nations. This collective commitment and resilience drove South Korea's economic success against all odds. The nation transformed itself from a war-torn and economically devastated country into an economic powerhouse, admired globally for its rapid progress and industrial achievements. Yet, amidst the triumph, a dark underbelly emerged, casting a shadow over South Korean society. While these factors initially fueled the miracle, their continued influence has turned toxic, inflicting damage on both the economy and the social fabric. Central to South Korea's economic landscape are the formidable conglomerates known as chaebols, responsible for a staggering 85% of the country's GDP. Samsung alone contributes to 20% of the entire Korean economy. However, a striking paradox lies within these behemoths. They offer only around 10% of the available jobs. Through ingenious strategies, they have managed to expand without significantly increasing their workforce, resulting in cost savings for the conglomerates themselves. While the education fever led to a highly educated population, it has given rise to an unexpected predicament. South Korean universities churn out hundreds of thousands of graduates annually. Yet post-graduation employment has become increasingly challenging. Astonishingly, college graduates face higher unemployment rates than their counterparts without degrees, a rarity in the global job market. To combat this disheartening situation, the government has initiated programs to assist graduates in securing jobs abroad, aiming to prevent them from languishing in unemployment and descending into poverty. South Korea's education system, renowned for its intensity and its unwavering emphasis on academic achievement, has ingrained the belief that education is the key to success. However, despite the tremendous efforts poured into their studies, South Koreans now grapple with a phenomenon known as education inflation, where the competitive advantage once granted by formal education is diminishing. The job market places a premium on loyalty rather than performance, and the entrenched hierarchical work environment clashes with the global trend towards efficiency and innovation. The toll of this high-pressure culture, coupled with societal expectations and economic hardships, manifests in a chilling statistic. South Korea has persistently reported the highest suicide rates per capita worldwide for the past 2 decades. While the government recognizes the urgency for change, progress remains frustratingly slow due to the deeply entrenched system and the overwhelming influence wielded by the chaebols, who benefit from the status quo. How do you think South Korea can tackle these problems?